Welcome back, everyone. I've got a short but fun one for you today. Have you ever wanted to create a piece of digital art to hang on a wall in a digital room? Maybe you wanted to see what it would look like in real life before you bought it. Well, if so, let me show you one way to do it in Affinity Photo 2. I started with this colorful landscape image I generated in Leonardo.AI. Then I went to Layers in the menu and selected New Fill Layer. Then I grabbed the new fill layer and dragged it below the landscape layer. Next, I clicked on the arrow-shaped Move tool and then used the corner node while holding the Command or Control key to make the image smaller but still centered in the middle. Okay, next, I clicked on the rectangular Marquee tool, which looks like a dotted square box in the left-hand toolbar, and then I dragged my cursor over the left edge of my image to make a selection. Then I clicked Command or Control X to cut, Command or Control V to paste into a new layer, and Command or Control D to deselect. I could then use the Move tool to move the new layer to the left a bit. I'm going to do this a few more times, but I'll speed it up a bit. First, select the rectangular Marquee tool. Then, drag a rectangular selection over the edge of the image. Then Command or Control X, Command or Control V, and Command or Control D to deselect. Then move it over a bit. You can also move it up or down a little if you like. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to go select the first and last of the image slices I just made while holding the Shift key. This will select all of them in between too. Then I'll click on the FX button at the bottom of the Layers panel and choose 3D, check the box, and move the slider a bit. I'll do the same thing to get a little outer shadow. I'll select it, check the box, and move the radius and offset sliders just a bit to get a touch of shadow. Next, I wanted to recolor each of these panels a bit. So I started by selecting the top one, and then I clicked the adjustment button at the bottom of the Layers panel, then selected the HSL adjustment. Then I moved the top slider to shift the hue to a yellow-green, which gives the sky kind of a purplish look. I only want this to affect the top slice. So I dragged the adjustment layer down and dropped it onto the top slice so it only affected that one layer. I'll do the same basic thing again for each of the other layers. First, I'll select the layer I want. I'll click on the adjustment button and then select the HSL adjustment. I'll drag and drop the adjustment layer onto the image layer I want to recolor. Then I'll change the hue shift so that we get new colors in that slice of the image. I've sped it up a bit so as not to bore you, as it's a bit repetitive. I did this for each of the remaining slices of the image. On a couple of them, I used the saturation slider to make the colors a bit more vibrant, but it's basically the same thing over and over again. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. But let's see how it looks on a living room wall. To do this, I'm going to hide the white fill layer at the bottom so the background shows transparent. Then, I'll go to File in the menu and select Export. I'll change the file type to PNG, which allows for transparent backgrounds. I'll choose where I want to store the file, change the name, and click Save. Okay, last thing I'm going to do is check how this looks in a living room. I had this image handy, so it'll do nicely. First though, I'll click on the Inpainting Brush tool on the left-hand toolbar and paint over this piece of wall art to remove it. There, that looks almost perfect. Finally, I'll go to File in the menu and then scroll down to Place to open up the piece of art I just made. I'll just drag it onto the canvas and then move it into place. And so yeah, looks pretty good. Maybe I'll make something like this for my own living room. Alright, that's about it for today. If you learned something and want to see more of this kind of content, please click those like and subscribe buttons. And if you're feeling generous, this channel runs on Caffeine. There's a link to buy me a cup of coffee in the descriptions. Not necessary, but certainly appreciated. Have a great day, everyone.